Hey there and welcome to Juicy Celeb Talks. Tamar Braxton recently revealed her relationship issues with Jeremy Robinson, expressing her frustrations and gratitude in an unexpected way. What seemed like a simple expression of thanks quickly spiraled into a chaotic drama, unfolding publicly and showcasing a tangled web of emotions and accusations. Tamar is known for her larger-than-life personality, and when it comes to matters of the heart, she tends to react with full intensity, often leading to public outbursts. This latest saga is no different. To understand the full scope of the drama, it's essential to dive into the details. Tamar took to social media to share her grievances about Jeremy, accusing him of spending her hard-earned money on other women. Allegedly, she had funded extravagant trips for him, only to discover that he was using her resources to entertain younger women. It's a classic case of betrayal, but Tamar's reaction has made this a particularly messy situation. Accusations flew from both sides, with Jeremy coming out to defend himself and throwing some heavy allegations back at Tamar. In a dramatic twist, Jeremy fired back, accusing Tamar of being the problem. He claimed she was unstable and even insinuated that she might be using drugs, an accusation that shocked many of her fans. Jeremy's rebuttal was direct, dismissing Tamar's accusations about his infidelity and lavish lifestyle at her expense. He did not hold back in his criticism, labeling her as crazy and claiming she was doing all this out of jealousy. But let's rewind a bit. The drama started when Tamar allegedly discovered that Jeremy had been cheating on her. Tamar's initial reaction was surprise, but for those familiar with the couple's history, it seemed inevitable. Jeremy had allegedly cheated on her before, and it was no secret that their relationship had been turbulent from the start. Despite their short time together, the relationship had already been marked by several instances of infidelity and public embarrassment, including the time when Jeremy publicly dumped Tamar, painting her as desperate to keep him. Jeremy had made it clear that he was done with the relationship, stating that he wanted to focus on positive energy and becoming a better person. He denied any allegations of cheating, claiming that fame and attention had never mattered to him. However, soon after this declaration, Jeremy was spotted with Tommy Lee, a known rival of Tamar. Many believed that his public appearances with Tommy were an attempt to provoke Tamar, adding fuel to an already fiery situation. At this point, Tamar should have cut her losses and moved on. The red flags were glaring. But instead of walking away, she chose to give Jeremy another chance. The couple was seen together at a football game shortly after the incident, signaling that they had reconciled. This only added to the confusion, as fans struggled to understand why Tamar continued to stand by Jeremy despite his questionable behavior. As expected, this did not sit well with Tommy Lee, who went live on social media to call out Tamar and Jeremy. Tommy accused Jeremy of playing games and revealed that he had shared intimate details about Tamar with her. According to Tommy, Jeremy had confided in her about Tamar's insecurities and how he had kicked her out of his house, forcing her to return to her mother's place. This was a significant blow to Tamar's public image, especially given her success as a singer and reality TV star. Tommy went on to say that Jeremy had also mocked Tamar's career, claiming that her sold-out tour was a lie and that she wasn't as successful as she claimed to be. These revelations were embarrassing for Tamar, and fans were quick to criticize her for staying in a relationship with someone who clearly didn't respect her. Despite all of this, Tamar continued to defend Jeremy. She posted a series of messages on social media, addressing the allegations and even going so far as to say that Jeremy was the best thing in her life. In one post, she hinted that they had secretly gotten married, calling him her husband and thanking him for saving her life. Tamar's family also came under fire, with her blaming them for the turmoil she was experiencing, stating that they were toxic and that she should never have returned to them. But the plot thickened when Jeremy dropped a bombshell. He revealed that he and Tamar had actually broken up 6 months earlier. According to him, they had been trying to navigate a friendship, but Tamar couldn't seem to let go of the idea that they were still in a relationship. He made it clear that he had moved on and was no longer romantically involved with her. His comments painted Tamar as someone who was delusional and unable to accept the end of their relationship. Jeremy's public statements added another layer of humiliation for Tamar, who was already facing backlash for her behavior. Fans were torn between feeling sorry for her and criticizing her for allowing herself to be humiliated so publicly. It didn't help that Jeremy had no problem airing out their dirty laundry, making it clear that he had no intention of rekindling their romance. In true Tamar fashion, she wasn't ready to back down. She clapped back at Jeremy's comments, posting cryptic messages about the universe forcing people to be alone in order to heal and grow. She hinted that Jeremy had been taking advantage of her generosity, and she even accused him of being involved in some questionable activities. Tamar referenced a famous diss track by Kendrick Lamar, implying that Jeremy had engaged in behavior that she found morally questionable. Jeremy, of course, wasn't going to let Tamar have the last word. He continued to assert that Tamar's erratic behavior was a result of her being jealous of his new relationship. He also doubled down on his accusations that she was using drugs, which only escalated the situation further. Fans of both Tamar and Jeremy were left stunned by the intensity of the drama, with many calling it one of the most chaotic feuds to emerge in Hollywood in recent memory. Throughout all of this, Tamar's fans have been vocal in their reactions. Many have expressed disappointment in her, calling her out for humiliating herself over a man who clearly doesn't respect her. Others have been more sympathetic, acknowledging the emotional toll that this situation must be taking on her. Regardless of where people stand, it's clear that this drama is far from over. Tamar Braxton is no stranger to the spotlight, but this particular saga has left even her most loyal fans questioning her choices. Whether or not she will finally walk away from Jeremy remains to be seen, but one thing is for sure: Tamar Braxton's personal life continues to be a roller coaster, and the public can't seem to look away. As this drama continues to unfold, only time will tell how it will ultimately play out. For now, though, Tamar remains at the center of a whirlwind of scandal, heartbreak, and public humiliation. Despite the growing embarrassment and the clear signs that Jeremy was no longer interested in maintaining a romantic relationship with Tamar, she continued to engage with him publicly. Tamar's loyalty to Jeremy, even in the face of blatant disrespect, sparked widespread concern among her fans and followers. Many people began to question her decision-making and mental health, suggesting that she might be in a vulnerable place emotionally. Tamar's actions indicated that she was still holding on to hope, even though Jeremy had made it clear that he had moved on. In response to the public backlash, Tamar seemed torn between defending her choices and acknowledging her mistakes. She made several cryptic posts on social media, hinting that she was trying to heal from the trauma of the relationship and that she had learned valuable lessons. However, these reflections were often overshadowed by her continued involvement with Jeremy and her unwillingness to fully step away from the drama. Throughout all this, the media has had a field day. Tamar's story has been picked apart by tabloids and gossip blogs, with every new development being scrutinized and analyzed. Some commentators have even compared Tamar's situation to other high-profile celebrity feuds, noting the similarities in how personal issues become public spectacles when emotions and egos are involved. The comparison to Wendy Williams, in particular, was hard to ignore. Much like Wendy, Tamar found herself caught in a cycle of public humiliation tied to a problematic relationship, with fans and the media eagerly consuming every twist and turn. Tamar's ongoing drama with Jeremy also highlights a broader issue that many celebrities face: the difficulty of navigating relationships under the microscope of fame. Tamar's life has been in the public eye for years, and her every move is dissected by fans and critics alike. This intense scrutiny can make it difficult to make clear-headed decisions, especially when emotions are running high.